Neal is, uh, aside from being one of my dearest friends, he's one of my favorite songwriters in the history of music, and I put him up there with John Lennon and Roger Waters, as Pete Townsend, Neal Morse. He's one of my greatest friends, and I feel so fortunate to have made so many great albums with him and toured with him. But I still am a fan of his. I think he's just one of those songwriters that can kind of, you know, everything he touches, I think, is perfect. I think he's had that balance too of pop and prog. The very first thing that really struck me about Spock's Beard when I first heard them with the light was that, unlike every other progressive band I was hearing during that period in the '90s, all these other progressive bands were just more concerned about shredding, and it was all, a monster that Dream Theater created that was probably a very bad thing. But Spock's Beard was the first band that I heard that I was like, whoa, these songs are amazing. These are totally melodic songs, and Neal's voice was just great, and all the musicians were great, and you know, for me, that's what really excited me when I first heard Spock's Beard. And then as I got deeper into them and became friends with them, I realized uh, what a genius Neal is in terms of songwriting, and that's what spawned wanting to do Transatlantic with him. And as a result, I mean, Neal and I have, we had the whole Transatlantic experience, which was two studio albums and two tours, and then he and I did Yellow Matter Custard together, which was a Beatles tribute, and that was both he and I really tapping into our more pop, you know, background. And then I've now done three, and now an upcoming fourth solo album of his. So we've had this really great relationship through the years. I would say, other than the guys in Dream Theater, Neal has been my biggest kind of musical collaborator, over the past decade, and I really admire him, and not only as a musician and a writer, but as a person as well. I admire the fact that he has bravely taken something that is so important to him and his personal beliefs, and has, you know, made continued his career with that.